Today, we're diving into the Nikon Z50 II, a camera that truly covers all the bases. From the vlog-friendly Z30 to the retro-chic ZFC, and now this more serious, SLR-inspired design. The Z50 II feels like a solid step up from its predecessor, with a bigger grip that gives it a more premium, balanced feel, especially when paired with bigger lenses for wildlife shots. We'll cover everything from its build quality to how it stacks up against other cameras like the Fujifilm X-T32 and Canon EOS R50. Stick around for a closer look. Smash that like button and subscribe, or the camera might just stop working. Just kidding, but seriously, don't miss out. The Z50 camera has a familiar style that brings back memories of older DSLRs. The Z50 II's top controls, including the pop-up flash, are simple and easy to use. The flash can be useful when you need just a little extra light, though I'm not a huge fan of pop-up flashes. It's better to have one and not need it than to not have one when you do. The touchscreen and control pad work well for adjusting focus, though I often stick to the single centralized AF point. The Z50 II doesn't have an AF joystick, which I find a bit of a drawback, but it does have plenty of customizable buttons and dual control dials, which is impressive for a camera in this class. The LCD panel has been updated. The original Z50's design made selfie shots a bit awkward, but now the new screen fully articulates to the side of the camera, making it much easier to use for vlogs or selfies. The new EVF, while still at 2.36 million dots, is brighter and sharper than before, reaching around 1000 nits of peak brightness. The battery life is better now with a new battery type, the Yen EL25A, though you can still use the older Yen EL25 batteries if needed. The camera has a single SD card slot, and it's weather-sealed to a decent level. When it comes to shooting, I was hoping for a new sensor in the Z50 II, but it still uses the same 20-megapixel APS-C sensor from the original Z50. That sensor has been around for a while, even dating back to the D500. The good news is that the Z50 II comes with Nikon's X7 processor, which makes a noticeable difference in speed and autofocus performance. The autofocus is faster, and Nikon has added subject detection modes, which makes focusing on people, animals, or vehicles a breeze. The burst rate is impressive, too, with up to 30 frames per second in JPEG mode, and the mechanical shutter can shoot up to 11 frames per second in full-quality RAW. I also like the pre-capture mode that buffers images ahead of time to capture the perfect moment. The autofocus is quick and reliable, though not quite at the level of the more expensive Z8. I also like using 3D tracking for focusing because it's simple and effective. The Z50 II does a great job of capturing both fast-moving subjects and low-light situations, like my nighttime photos in Tokyo. The image quality, despite the older sensor, still holds up well in these conditions. Nikon has also made strides in expanding its picture controls, allowing for more customization of color and style in both photos and videos. The new picture controls come in two formats: image recipes, cloud-based presets created by professional Nikon creators, and flexible picture controls, which users can create themselves in the NX Studio software. These options let you experiment with colors and effects to create unique looks for your photos and videos. When it comes to video, the Z50 II is a big upgrade. While the older 21MP sensor limits full width 4K to 30p, the camera can record 4K at 60p with a 1.5x crop. The big improvement is that it now records 10-bit video and supports Nikon's N-Log format for more flexibility in post-production. The autofocus in video mode is great too, thanks to the subject detection and 3D tracking, making it reliable for capturing fast-moving subjects or tracking focus while recording. Other video upgrades include a fully articulating screen, a microphone jack, and a headphone jack, which make it much more suitable for video creators. The interface has also been improved, making it easier to adjust settings using only the touch screen. For even more control, the Z50 II includes waveforms for exposure monitoring, a feature not often found in cameras at this price range. Nikon has also added a product review mode, which makes it easier to focus on objects during presentations or product showcases. The camera switches focus from a person's face to an object when held up to the lens. It's a neat feature for influencers or presenters. Sadly, like most APS-C cameras at this price point, the Z50 II doesn't have in-body image stabilization, IBIS. However, digital stabilization has been improved, though it still causes some crop and may look a bit wonky at slower shutter speeds. The good news is that Nikon's APS-C zoom lenses have vibration reduction, which helps to compensate